The Green Bay Packers. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. Man who spent his first 7 NFL seasons here in Green Bay, here's Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Zion McCollum there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Hook him up on a second down and 8. Little play action here with McCarthy. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. He'll try to run for it. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J12.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A run. It's Jones. He's got space inside the 25. And it'll take this all the way down to the Packers' 6-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run it here with Jones. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And he will get into the end zone. Gordon Mason. Touchdown, Minnesota. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their 1st drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll step up and run.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
34-yard line.
2nd and inches. To go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
3rd down, they need 5. From the gun, Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a 1st down. On the give, it's Tracy. And he will score! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Packers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come out with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Price now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34. Pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They run it once more with Jones. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost the yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
Recovered by the Vikings.
From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
One-yard gain brings up second and 9. At the Packers' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Minnesota.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll work now on second and 4. On the ground now is Jones. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. Don't need much. It is third and inches as we are ready to get back underway. And he's going to have the first down. Just as the marker, it is first and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and 2 at the 2-yard line.
The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Jones trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on third down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time and take their chances?
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
26-yard line.
They'll run with Tracy. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
The pickup in 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. We talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Tez Johnson. He's taken down just shy of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. He'll take this forward for about 5.
These are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. That's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Packers.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On play action, here's Jackson. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Jackson's pass to George Kittle. Pushed out of bounds
10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, it's Jackson. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Davidson trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
2nd down, Jackson. He's got his big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Price now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. The throw here is complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Pushed out to his left. He keeps it himself, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll step up and run this. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Vikings field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are back within a point. It's 14-13. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Ooh. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Extra score, Packers 21, Vikings 13.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. He's going to let back to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is McCarthy. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Goodman crowd, and here's Tracy on first down. Inside the 40. Down the sideline to the 20. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
Intercepted. The Packers take over at first.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. On the give, it's Tracy. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the 1st down.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Tracy is in. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So that challenge, a success. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Packers. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They got to take him down behind the line.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On third down, Jackson. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Fair catch signals and taken at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. What that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Come to the line now on second and 2. On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll step up and run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Here's a designed run. There he goes again. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. They'll put Addison in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Here's McCarthy. To the goal line and in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Well, the jet sweep to try to pick it up, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Jackson on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be dropped down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
In trouble, and down he goes. Johnny Newton. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
14. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score Packers 35, Vikings 28.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. On play action, here's Jackson. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up 4th down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 37 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now is Tracy looking to run. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal. He'll step up and run this. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Line of scrimmage to the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Jackson now. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's got another one. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Green Bay. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jones now on 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He'll take off again. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
At the 45-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Now McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 5. And the Vikings, 1st down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. The ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. They'll get this out quickly to Addison. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.